Hey guys, I'm Matthew.
I'm Jaron.
I'm Brandon.
And we're Dads Flipping Houses.
Today we're at our Eastview location. This is our 3-acre lot. It is a flagship lot. Our plan initially was to take this property and build potentially a barn-dominium, a small house, and turn around and sell it a little bit lower on our cost there. So we'll see what happens. The interesting thing about this is that the lot across the road actually sold for $750,000, and they plan to do a subdivision over there. Now, the great thing about this and why we haven't done anything with this lot yet is that should they bring sewer, and sewer's right at the school's right behind that property. If they bring sewer access to this subdivision, then we will have sewer access to this property. If we have sewer access to this property, that changes the game entirely. We're going to take this, and instead of being able to build one residential home for somebody to buy and make a little bit on profit, we could then turn around and take this property, split it up into 4 different lots, and build a duplex on each lot, and then we generate a lot of long-term income as far as passively. And so that's what I hope happens. We'll see, and for now we're sitting on it. But recently I drove by the property and I'm looking behind it, and it looks like there are several trees that have been cut down behind one of the neighbors' homes, okay? Now the problem with that is that they didn't just cut the trees down and take care of them, get rid of them. They cut the trees down and they pushed everything onto our lot. Okay, so you can see the property line. That's what we're here today. We're just gonna do a quick visualization, take a look at it, and see how much over the property line it is. I already had a conversation with her earlier this week about my concerns, and today we're here to show you guys what it looks like.
All right, so today we're going to walk you guys through 4 different properties. The first is what we call our Eastview property. It's a piece of land that we're going to potentially build on down the road. Our second is our Five Forks lot. If you go back to the first video we ever did on this channel, you'll see it's the lot that we were walking. They've actually poured footers there, and the blocks are going to start going in this week, I believe. The third property is a duplex. This one that I own, that Matt and Brandon have helped manage the rehab. It's been an absolute disaster of a process, and we'll walk you guys through that. And then number 4, we're gonna go look at a potential fix and flip that's actually listed on Zillow. We've had our eye on it for quite some time now. We're gonna see if we can go make the numbers make sense. So come along with us, it's gonna be a fun day, and make sure that you like this video, subscribe to this channel. It helps get these videos out to the world. Thank you.
The biggest problem with this property is what's beside it. And so that's, you can see we're gonna walk this property line back here to the corner, and then we'll cut across to where these trees are cut down. But as you can see, there's a lot of just trash, debris, junk in the yards of the neighbors. And so that might be something that if we do decide to sell it, we're gonna have to come in and potentially help them clean it up. So all this is our property. Like there's a marker right there. This is a lot of that trash I was talking about, just junk.
I don't know why we let him walk ahead of us. He's half the height. So he only hits the spider webs down here, but me, I'm up here, me and Max, we're getting hammered.
You can see, hey, you can get a pretty good view here where they're...
Why'd they clear that?
We're clearing it. I think they were just cleaning up their yard, you know, trying to make it look nicer.
Well, this is a different person right here?
Different person. So, grandpa, I believe, and then uncle. So his brother potentially lives next door.
See, exactly what I'm saying right here. Brandon walked right under this thing. Look, he had no idea. Me and Max are covered in spiders and spider.
Right.
Give me
I gotta pick my arm
my
up
point
high.
exactly. My point exactly.
Again, look at this. This one's falling down. This one's falling down.
So this is our most recent fix and flip. We paid $2,000. Golly, bro.
It was given to us for free.
Right, let me get out of the way so Brandon can
Get this big spider web down. All right, we are at the corner of the property now, and here is where it starts to cut straight across. And if you can see, you can start to see kind of how it's piled all up right through there. So we're gonna walk around real quick and take a closer look at it.
Brandon looks like Wizard of Harry Potter looking head. Oh!
Huh?
I about tripped on that. So with your little wand. We're always putting Max in some weird situations.
You good?
Climbing through woods, banana spiders on his face, falling through floors. We really need a camera crew
to
video Matt.
So keep on coming. I'll show you what I'm talking about. All right, so here we are. When I came and talked to this owner the other day, she told me that, hey, they cleared everything to the property line, kept everything on their side, that they did not cross the property line. So I walked her from the back of her house back here to the property. What's right here, guys?
That's my line.
That is our stake, okay? And what's right here? All of this. So we're gonna take a quick peek. We're gonna go on her property for a second. So you can really see the other side with the property line. Right, you can see the stuff on that side over there. So we got about 10 foot or so to the property line where the stumps are on our side, but then all of this is pushed onto ours. And why is it a problem for us? It's a problem for us because now we have to pay to get all this cleaned up. Nobody wants to buy a property that has this big mess on the side of it. So either we have to push it back to their property, or either we have to pay to have it burnt with our stuff or hauled off, one of the two. So I told them that they could come on our property and push it back to their side with the tractor, with the bulldozer, or either we're going to push it back on their property, very likely, whenever we start to do our work on the land. But here, if you come here, you can look across, and you can see it's pretty much straight across right through here, where there's where that big root ball is back there. To the left of it is the property line. So literally, literally everything is pushed to our property. There's no way they didn't know what they were doing.
The stake's right here. You know?
Yeah. Because he could have just left the bulldozer. You know, somebody could have done it and just had the bulldozer left out here. So we can.
I mean, we can run over there right now and crank it up.
So I don't, you know, if we go that way, we could loop around. But I don't care. Do you think we? I don't think we need to see around over there. Do you? From that angle.
We're building over here.
Yeah, we're going to be building right.
Pop the drone up too.
Okay.
Overhead shot of
That's
where the pile
perfect.
is.
Yeah. Yeah. So the easiest way to get back out is the way we came, or we can go back out this way. It's just a little thicker.
I like this way.
I'll follow you guys.
Smart move. Matt said I'm not coming down there. Is he?
Did he?
Bro, you gotta know, you wear boots and long pants. It's just what you do.
All right, so back to our Eastview property. Real quick, just want to tell you what we were trying to do with this. So A, we bought it with the intention of potentially cutting it in two, it's 3 acres total, and building 2 duplexes to potentially rent out long-term. Other option was to build 1 residential property like a barn-dominium and turn around and sell it for a profit. Now, since we bought the property, the land across the street sold for $750,000, 21 acres, with the intention of building a subdivision. Now, my hope, and I've talked with the owner who plans to develop that subdivision, is that they will bring sewer into the subdivision. If they bring sewer into the subdivision, that drastically changes what we can do with this property. We will then be able to tap into the property. Right now, we have to put a septic system, and what it would perk for, we can't do exactly what we want with it. But if we have sewer access, I can cut it up into 4 lots, and we can do 4 duplexes. And that's what I'd really like to see. But worst case scenario, we'll build something, we'll sell it for a profit.
Until then, I just plan on deer hunting. All fall here. Guess who's back again.
Hey.
Shady's back.
Last time y'all were here, there was nothing out here. Now we've got stuff.
Tell a friend.
I was here yesterday.
I haven't been here since we were here. When Matt left us for the entire time.
Okay, so as you can see, we got our layout. The footers are in. Concrete's been poured.
Brandon, what are footers?
So footers are essentially, we want to dig down deep enough so that we get to the hardest part of the ground, essentially. We want to get the good compact soil. That way, when we pour the concrete, we've got a good foundation to start building off of. So we got our step downs. It's different levels, just like the grade of the properties angled and sloped. We've got places where we put these boards, essentially to help change with the level of the concrete, so it steps down in different areas. Also makes it a lot easier to lay the block, so we're not having to cut it too much. So we got block, plenty of block. We got our sand, got our mortar, got a porta-john.
All right, so footers, 18 yards of concrete poured, 3,000 PSI. We got 1,500 blocks. So this takes 24 hours to cure, and then we can build off of it. Our mason guy will be here tomorrow to start. So they line the blocks up around. You've got your mortar block, and they'll start building it up. So, and then that will be the basis of what we build the floor system off of. This orange line is what we call the build box. And so that's basically the squared off area of where the house is gonna go. Cinder blocks will be for the crawl space. Again, there's 1,500 of them. That will build up, that'll be the walls of the crawl space, and we'll build the floor system off of that. And then when we get done, some people put brick on the outside to finish it. We're gonna do stucco on this just to kind of lower the cost down a little bit.
This is also the exact height that we're gonna build the wall up to.
Oh yeah.
So the front's only gonna come here. So we're about 24 inches off the front of the ground, and then the back, you can almost stand
It'll be
under.
about 5 foot.
Yeah, 5 foot. So, but you gotta take, you know, we have sand and we have mortar. Wire both of those here because you gotta take the sand and mix it with the mortar to create the compound to be able to stack the block, and so that you essentially get your adhesion.
Yeah, I'm standing in the garage area currently. So driveway will come down around this way, it'll be a side entry garage. So you're looking at the front of the house. So over here, you'll have the front porch, and then the exterior of the property or of the house will actually follow this line all the way around. This little jut out, I think, is the master, I think it's the master bathroom, if I'm not mistaken. And then all of these squares right here will be where we do our pillars. So you'll build your pillar system up, and then they'll frame with 2x10s across it, and this will be your main support for your floor system.
But yeah, so here's the front porch, and right over here on this side is going to be the front door. Opens up into our living room. Living room is the first thing we come into. To the right is going to be our kitchen. To the left is going to be our dining room. And then off the back, we'll have a nice back porch that looks out into the woods. Crush and run. Thomas, I've got him sold on crush and run. So we'll get 2 tons of crush and run delivered, and then we'll come back with the 57 stone.
2 loads of crush and run.
Yeah, not 2 tons. Yeah, 2 loads. 2 loads of crush and run. So crush and run is essentially just a bunch of
recycled concrete.
Is that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, so it's either like
I thought it was like
And it's
crushed up
pressure
rock.
running.
It is. It's recycled
crushed
rock,
air run.
and I think they mix some recycled concrete in it. They basically grind it up to make it as usable gravel. It's just a cheaper option to start a basis for your driveway. On a construction site, anytime it rains, it's going to be muddy, so typically you want to use a real coarse gravel so that large delivery trucks and the workers have something that they can pull in on without getting stuck.
And are we doing a driveway, or are we going to do just crush and run for the driveway?
We'll put crush and run as our base, okay, and then we'll come back at the end.
So we are pouring concrete.
And well, no, we're not going to pour concrete all the way. We'll see where our budget's at. If we have enough in the budget, we can go with concrete all the way. But as of right now, we're just going to do a concrete pad outside the garage, and essentially this will be crush and run and new gravel, 57 stone, put on top of it that runs.
Well, what we'll probably wind up doing is you'll have your pad that comes out to, let's just say here.
Here, yep, just
And
past the
then
garage.
we will do the millings.
Oh, we could do asphalt millings.
Do the
Yeah,
asphalt
yeah.
milling. Seems to be a pretty affordable.
And
$5.50 a load delivered, and they'll do somewhat of a dump spread on it.
And I'll be
Man, it
honest,
looks
I
good.
like that look that we did at Dove Hill, where you outline it with the railroad ties.
hey,
looks
that's a great
amazing.
idea. Yeah, yeah.
It looks amazing.
And that's going to make it pop a little more.
Correct.
I like that.
I just don't want to have to load and unload them, so
Last time they made me do all the loading.
No,
and
I did
unloading.
2 of them.
Literally out there for 12 hours, sweating.
Yeah, Matt did do all the landscaping at Dove Hill. Yeah,
Here,
he worked hard.
Here's your trophy.
Thank you. That's all I get. All right, so one part of this process is the inspection process. And so once you dig your footers, before you're allowed to pour this, you have to have it inspected. And one of the things that we learned about Anderson County is we got to have a porta-potty. We have to have our silt fence, which runs along the backside of the property. And what that does is it collects any of the silt from rainfall. And then what was the third thing? Oh, we had to have our property lines marked so that they know that we're within the guidelines of where they want us to build the home. All right, so 18 yards of concrete. We got it from our local concrete supplier. That was about $3,600 for this particular. Because of how far it is from the road and the ability to get it poured in, we use what's called a pump truck, which is a large, basically a crane with a pump on it, and it'll pump into all this. That's an additional $930. So just for the footers and the rental use of the pump truck, we were right at $4,500. So for all of our block, sand, mortar, our vents, and some of our hurricane straps, that was an additional just under $9,000. So just to get the basic foundation put in place, what's 9,000 plus 45? You're about $13,500 so far into this.
So trusses will be delivered on the 13th of October. So hopefully by then we'll have framing started. The first floor will be done, and just in time for trusses, we'll be getting the roof system in. We'll keep you posted. Be fun to see.
All right, so up next we're gonna head downtown towards our duplex off of Anderson Avenue.